Hello YouTubers, subscribers and friends, welcome to my channel. Man, I woke up this morning, it was raining, and I thought that it was going to rain the whole day, even though the radio just said 35% chance of more afternoon thunder showers. Look at these clouds. I'm over here. This right here is Twin Peaks Road right here. Well, actually that is Twin Peaks. This is Silverbell right here, and then Silverbell goes that way, but it also goes off to the right over here. And I want to show you how to get to this park over here, because I was over there yesterday with my brother-in-law, and man, they made some drastic changes over there, and I have not been over there for at least minimum a year and a half. So let's take a drive. We're going to go down here, and it's going to turn into another road over here. Alright, I'm driving in my son's car because it hasn't been driven in about a week. And you're going to be headed down this road here, and we're going to make a right turn. I think it's called Linda Vista is the name of the road. But look at them clouds, it's raining way over there. It's been raining all freaking week. And yesterday we had, for the first time in my life, we had a tornado warning. I was getting ready to go pick up my kids, and then my phone started going beep, 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 beep. My wife's phone. Yeah, it's called Linda Vista Boulevard. We're going to make a right turn here, and on the left is these caves over here. We're going to turn left, turn right here. This is a dead-end road. And we're going to go over there. So we're going to park right over here. Look at all the clouds. And then we're going to walk in that trail right there. Look at all these clouds. You can hardly see the Santa Catalina Mountains. Now, the reason I came over yesterday, I was with my brother-in-law. He left last night. He had to go to Las Vegas. He's a truck driver. And we were having lunch at this restaurant over here called Growlers. He wanted to take me to. And we were there talking about Tombstone, the Wild Wild West, because he likes that kind of stuff. And we're talking about, you know, cowboys and Indians. And I told him when we got done with lunch, I said, come on, I want to take you over here to this place, because the restaurant is just like 10 minutes from here, that way, on Silverbell. Really good food over there. I had tacos. And this is the Pima County Conservation Area, Los Morteros. And they changed this over here. I said, I'm going to take you to this place over here. This did not look like this the last time I was here. Look at this. They made a cart path all the way to where we got to go. And you can pause this and read it. People ask me all the time, how do I read it? Well, you got a touch screen like I do. You can expand your computer monitor, but let's go take a walk. There's pottery all over the ground. I don't know when they did this construction here, because like I said, I have not been here a year and a half, maybe 2 years since I've been here. And it's all the way over there, and they got signs up along the pathway. They made it as a nice little walkway. And it smells funny over here, because it's been, like I said, it's been raining. And we were talking about the Hohokam Indians, and he's like, I heard something about them, but something about they disappeared. And it's like, yeah, where did they go? Nobody knows where these people went. That mountain over there, that's the to the right of that, that's the abandoned frisbee golf course, and the very top of that, not this peak, but there's another peak right over, just a little smaller peak over it. There's a Hohokam Indian ruins over there, and there's petroglyphs along. There's a bike path that runs along there. There's petroglyphs all over there. There's evidence of Hohokam Indian stuff there. Those mountains over there, Hohokam Indian petroglyphs, and then you got the Hohokam Indian Canyon that I hike in with the gigantic saguaros, and you got petroglyphs over there, and there's evidence of all these petroglyphs and Hohokam Indian stuff all over Tucson. It's a 360-degree view of where I'm at. Nice and cool little breeze going on. It's just there's so much evidence of these Indians, but nobody knows where they went. Where did they go? Nobody knows. They disappeared some 2,500 years ago. And that's a long time, because if you consider it's 2019 now, right? So in the year 2000, and they disappeared 2,500 years ago, that's a long time, man. And no one knows where they went. And the term Hohokam means missing people. So every now and then, I just all wrote on. Every now and then, I read more about the Hohokam Indians and and research it, but not too many people know about the Hohokam Indians. That's why not too many people know about this park. You come here and you look around and you're like, what? There's nothing here. Before they even did this path, to be like, why would anybody come here? But this is a nice path to walk on. And they got little signs that they put up. This is all new. I don't know when they did it, but this is new. It was not like this last time I was here. Let's take a look at this. This talks about the like soccer fields, right? Similar like soccer. You can pause and read this. And that's right here in front of us is a big indentation in the ground, but it's all filled in with trees and cactuses. And this shows all the villages here. And this is showing all the little huts and stuff like that. But there's a huge rock over here, right there it is, that we're going to go to. And this path will take you right to it. Now when I came out here a year and a half, 2 years ago, I want to say 2 years ago, as you can see, you can't see anything out here. This path wasn't here. And I walked all over this thing trying to find that huge rock, because I was way up on the top of that mountain up there. And I could see a huge rock in the middle of this property. I'm like, wow, that's weird. I want to go look at that rock. And it was really hard to find the rock. Now they have a path to take you right to the rock. And this whole property is covered, because I walked this whole property, it's covered with pottery. Pieces of pottery everywhere. When you come here, respect the area. You can look at the pottery, but you're not allowed to take it. There's a piece of pottery right there. It's scattered everywhere, and it makes you wonder, how did this stuff get scattered everywhere? This is that indentation that goes down in there. That's where they call the football field or the soccer field, whatever you want to call that. And I walked down in that before. It's got the mounds up on the sides. But it's a beautiful walk. You got beautiful scenery. As far as you can look. It goes through jets, so you can't even hear them. There you go. Now I can hear them. That right there looks like a standing prairie dog to me, and I've hiked up to that mountain before too. I've had people tell me that's a panther, that's not a prairie dog, but I don't know, it looks like a prairie dog to me. Yeah, that's rain falling over there. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it looks awesome. The desert smells nice when it rains. I don't know where all this rain is coming from. We went through monsoon season. It didn't even rain this much. But I've been getting rain at my house every freaking day. I didn't think I was going to be able to come out here today because like I said, I woke up, it was raining really hard this morning. That's the world just standing all by itself. Alright, the trail splits off here and it goes that way, and there's nothing really to even look at that way. It's just a nice path that goes way out there and it comes around, comes back over to the rock. You want to go to the right here to go see what I want to show you guys. Like I said, I brought my brother-in-law over here because he didn't really know too much about the Hohokam Indians, and he likes this kind of stuff, and he was like, wow, this is awesome, man. Didn't even know this was here. When we were walking back, we stopped here and he's like, look at this. You see that saguaro, how it's protected by the creosote bush and this mesquite tree? And he asked me, what do you think was here first, the saguaro or these trees? And I said, the saguaro. The saguaro is way older than this mesquite tree. This is a baby mesquite tree. These things grow pretty fast. And this creosote bush, man, those things pop up like crazy, really fast. Like you could have that little one there and you come back in a month and it'll be this size right here, depending on how much water it gets. And the saguaro, it takes 10 years to grow 1 foot. That thing's about 3.5 feet tall. And he's like, yeah, now that you mentioned that, yeah, it does take a long time for a saguaro to grow. So yeah, that saguaro was definitely here way longer than this bush and that tree, just like that saguaro over there. You know, but it's always weird when you go in the desert, you always see these saguaros up in the middle of these bushes and trees. But knowing what I know about saguaros, the saguaro was there first, like the chicken and the egg. The saguaro is much older. This is a good brisk walk, man. It'll take you a good 20 minutes from where you park to get to out here to where this rock we're going to go look at. You can see there's my son's car. And that path brings you all the way over to here. And we're going to go down to another sign down there. It's a little brisk today, man. It's a little chill in the air. You know, 75 degrees. People are going to say, well, it's 75 degrees, not cold. It is when you're used to 115 degree temperature, right? There's the big rock I'm talking about. Because it's a drastic change in the weather, man. Makes you. That's why I got a long sleeve shirt on. A lot of barrel cactuses over here. There's some more rocks over there. We'll look at them later. Look at this. The lizards are crazy over here. It's a big rock. There's pottery pieces everywhere all over the ground. We'll climb up on top of this. I'll show you the mortars that are in here. There's one there, and there's several up here. I wonder how long it took to grind these. And there's a petroglyph right on the other side of this drop off right there. Let's get a view of what it looks like from up here. Like I said, that's the lake that I went there, and it was dried up, and then came back like a month later and it's filled with water. It's right over there. Juan Bautista Ancient Trail. It's a good lookout rock here. I wonder when they made this path here. Here's this path that goes all the way out there, and like I said, there's really nothing out there to see, and then it comes this way and goes back that way. Let's go down and look at the petroglyph. Alright, I don't know if you can see it in the camera. It's a spiral. Who knows how long ago they made that. And there's pieces of pottery. There's pottery right here. This is pottery. That's pottery right there. All the little pieces of pottery everywhere. There's pottery right here. It's all Hohokam Indian pottery. Like I said, you can go to the University of Arizona Museum, and they have a whole section of all the different southwestern Indians, and then they have a section for the Hohokam Indians also. I just find this stuff really, really interesting. Let's go look at this sign here. Village of the Mortars, Los Morteros Conservation Area. Now remember, you can pause it and zoom in and read this. But it shows that this crushing the mesquite beans and make this into flour to make bread. It's showing this here also. And then this picture right here was taken in 1910, and that's this rock right over here. I'll show you in a minute. Now, a lot of people think this is what they use this for, to grind up these beans. There's so many holes over here. I'll show you. I think it was used to collect water too, just because it's rained, and I'll show you they're filled with water. You can read that right there. Pause and read it. So Like I said, nobody knows where they went. Look at that way out there. That looks awesome. I like looking at clouds because these things are everywhere. You go to the mountain over there and you have these in the rocks too. So, and I think because there's so many different areas along this path here, these could be like their water collectors. And the water's cold too. There's one right there. That's a cool rock. That wasn't here yesterday. I wonder who put that there. Look at that. That looks neat. Somebody else must have been out here. There's some quartz right there. See all these? And there's some that are like got started and didn't get finished. This is an interesting place, man. It's just, you know, there's so much history here. There's a little worm swimming in that one. If you live in Tucson, like I said, I'll show you how to get here. It's a good 20-minute walk if you walk, you know, at a fast pace. If you don't get distracted like I do. I can't say that word. I don't know why. It's amazing. So much history here. And like I was telling my brother-in-law yesterday, 2,500 years ago, 2,500 years ago, they disappeared. Nobody knows where they went. You know, so who knows how old this mortars are here. I mean, the rock has been here forever, but this evidence that they were here, you know, and this is a big piece of property right here, and so there was a large village here at one time. Look at that soil right there growing baby arms on it. So quiet out here too. Very cool. We'll go look at them rocks over there in a minute. I like looking at rocks. Look at that rock right there. I don't know if that's a piece of pottery or if that's just a smooth river rock, because it looks very, very smooth. I'm not going in there because these things get thorns on them. Here's another one right here. That one's a rock. Yeah, we're going to go take a look at these rocks over here, see if we can see any evidence of any mortars over here or any petroglyphs. I've seen a lot of lizards. If the lizards are out, that means the snakes can be out too. There's a piece of pottery right there. Like I said, there's pottery everywhere, and there's another piece of pottery there. And it's very easy to pick out the pottery from the rocks. That's pottery right there. There's a big piece of pottery right there. Alright, let's look in these rocks here. Let's see if we can see any petroglyphs or any mortars. Hopefully there's no snakes hiding in here. There's more rocks over there too we'll go look at. That's what I love about the desert. I love exploring. I love seeing what I can find out in the desert. Nothing on this rock, but there's a piece of quartz sitting here. Right. How did this get here? There's some in the rock right there. No petroglyphs, no mortars here. There's a lot more rocks, so we'll go look at them too. Very strange because it's like almost October and these barrel cactus are still blooming. It's weird to see these rocks because it's like there's nothing else over here. There's no big rocks over there anywhere, and it's like a volcano blew up and shot these rocks up in the air, and they just freaking landed over here because there's no big rocks over there. It's just this area and that area over there. It's really strange how these rocks got here. Who knows how big these rocks are because they're buried. Right? Any petroglyphs in there? These Hohokam Indians, they really got around. Look at the quartz all in here in this rock. Let's see, where there's quartz, there's gold. I don't know. I haven't had any luck finding gold. That's a rock. I'm not seeing any mortars or petroglyphs over here. I'm seeing a lot of pottery in the ground now. A lot of quartz. If you live in Tucson, this is a cool area to come explore. You know, you get a nice, good, there goes a big lizard, nice, good exercise walking on this path. This one goes all the way down and curves around and comes back over that way. And you got beautiful 360-degree views. Look at this rock here, man. Oh, that's not a rock, that's a piece of tin. It looked like a rock. You know, make sure you look down when you walk around over here, because like I said, there is pottery everywhere. Everywhere. So many broken pieces. There's another one right there. It's like, what happened? What happened to this area where there's so many shattered pieces of pottery all over the place? You know, it's like, what is the history here? I mean, we know there was Hohokam Indians here, but what happened here? Why did they disappear? Where did they go? I'm gonna go walk over there so there's no more big rocks. A lot of them. There's a piece there, piece here, piece there. This whole area, there's a piece there. This is all kinds of pottery. It's up on a mound right here. There's a giant piece right here. It's a nice looking piece of quartz there. Two pieces right there. There's a whole bunch of pieces there. I'm up on a mound right here. This whole area right here is a big round mound. And right down in there, that's where the ball field is. Look at them clouds. It's getting like more humid now. Santa Catalina Mountains, look at that. Man, it's a beautiful day today. That's where the football field, I say football field because if you research the, you know, about the Hohokam Indians ball field, there's a huge pottery right there. There's more, there's a piece there. There's a lot of pottery up on this mound. I got a postcard on my fridge of this beautiful freaking Hohokam Indian pottery, and they have this exact pottery vase at the University of Arizona. They have it behind a glass thing, and I went to the gift shop and I saw the postcard and I'm like, I'm gonna buy that because the vase was huge. It's got to be at least 3 foot wide diameter, you know, and it's about 2.5 feet tall. It's a huge one. I'll show a picture of it at the end of the video. But it's a nice walking area now. I don't know if the dogs are allowed out here. I thought about bringing Jerry out here, but because it was raining this morning really hard, I said it'd probably be muddy. So I didn't bring him. I took him to the park instead. You guys see that? It looks like a prairie dog to me. How the prairie dogs stand up in my yard when they see you coming. People say it looks like a panther. This is why it's always important to be looking down on the ground when you're walking, because you never know what you're going to discover. Look at these I saw right here. Just sitting right there. And somebody built this rock wall here. I don't know if they noticed that or not. Or maybe they stuck that there just to show the pottery. But I'm only looking and showing you what's out here. I'm not taking anything out of the desert, in case anybody's watching this and wondering. I respect the desert. I just want to show the history of this area. And if you come here to visit this area also, just do the same thing. Just look at it and put it right back where you found it. You know, I know the urge to take something like this home with you is strong, but just leave it there for the enjoyment for somebody else to come out and look at it. This is why I like to come back every couple of months. Unfortunately, like I said, it's probably been a year and a half, 2 years since I've been here. Because you never know the changes, you know. It's a cool place to come hike and look. And now it's so much easier to find the gigantic rock with this bike path here. I didn't see any signs in it that says that you can't bring dogs or bikes, so because I did see bicycle tracks here. I think I'm going to end the video here. If you like these kind of videos, give me a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button because it doesn't cost you anything. It's free. Like always, be kind to people. Treat people the way you would like to be treated. And if you like these kind of videos, give me a comment down below. Let me know what you like. You know. And if the Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, I'll see you guys in my next videos. Thanks for watching. I'm gone.